Okay, listen, guys. I want to talk about something that is probably the most asked question of me by people. And it's the classic, well, one way of putting it is, why do good things happen to people on this planet? Why does God allow this to happen? Okay, now listen. Nothing happens to anybody or anything against their will on some level or another. Okay? Now, this is very complicated because in order to have the experience of 3D human, you agree to amnesia. So, there is a higher aspect of you that kind of knows what's going on and what the plan is that you don't remember, that can help you, might not at all. It depends upon your own story, your own plan, your own decision. Then there's a higher self of that higher self that knows even from a higher perspective that the first higher self doesn't know, that they're agreed on things that that aspect has agreed to not know, not remember, to make the experience even more intricate and complex. All these experiences from the higher perspective are just vibrations, they're just waves. It's like, I'll go back to the radio thing. It's like they're just waves in the air, and you can pick them up and you can have happy sounds come out if you tune in with that frequency, or you can have a very scary preacher screaming at you about hellfire and brimstone. But they're just waves. It's how you interpret them. So you may listen to rock and roll and be up dancing and having fun. Or you may tune into a different vibration and get a scary preacher that you're in fear, okay? And you respond and you're scared, and that doesn't feel good, right? Well, that's how it is in life. And the humans that came here, well, like, oh my gosh, hats off to you guys. You are amazing, because this is tough down here. And you agreed to it. You agreed to play the game, play the roles, play the good guys, play the bad guys, play the victims, play the perpetrators. You agreed to all of that. You really did. The vibrations and the experiences that you have that create unique and complex vibrations that are added to the whole that we can all experience thanks to you are amazing. I don't know how you've done it. I can't hardly get through one lifetime. And I assure you, I'm not doing it again, and certainly not anytime soon. Okay? But you guys, there are humans that have done this for thousands upon thousands of lives. It's absolutely amazing. And I call you guys, you humans that have done this a lot, you're like, if I haven't said this in a video before, you're like extreme sports nuts on this planet, okay? You're the guys that jump out of helicopters and zoom down mountains on a board. That's the kind of soul you are. It is your personality. Now, whether or not your personality on this planet reflects that or not, if you are human and you've been here a long time, that's the kind of entity you are. Whereas my kind of entity, my general personality is knowledge and helper, healer, teacher type person, all over the place. But it's from a much higher perspective normally. So that's the reason why you came. So you've got to really start believing this and not get caught up in the details. You've got to look at good and bad as simply experiences. And you did this on purpose. If a person dies, the people they left behind, they did it on purpose. Everything was on purpose. Nothing is done. A leaf can't fall from a tree without it being agreed upon. A deer cannot be shot and killed without it being agreed upon. Somebody who's been raped cannot be raped unless it was agreed upon. A child cannot be murdered unless it was agreed upon. I know that's hard for humans to understand, especially when children and babies are involved. But just because they're children and babies does not mean that they are not a God incarnated and they know what they're doing. They do. They really do. They know what they're doing. And the sooner you guys wrap your heads around these facts, the easier that it will be for you to leave it behind, let it go, and go into 4D and 5D. I tried to give you a way of dealing with this with the video where I talked about the Mandela effect, because if you look at it from that standpoint, then who can you be mad at? Who can you feel sorry for? The being that you're talking to right now or thinking about right now is probably not even the being that was the perpetrator or the victim. That's one way of letting go of it. The other thing is to understand that you came here on purpose. Everyone did. Everything did. Every being did. Every form of consciousness did. And there's nothing on this planet that wasn't done on purpose. Everything is on purpose, and it is agreed upon. Nothing can be done against something or someone's wishes, period. And there's a reason why they do it. It's a reason why you do it, whether you understand it right now or not. There is a reason for everything that is done. Everything. The tiniest things to the biggest things. There is a reason for it, okay? I want you guys to feel better about this. I really, really do. And if I can believe that, and I can, once you do that, then you can start looking at your life and the tragedies around you from through different eyes, from a different perspective. And then for me, because, well, I'm a why did that happen type crazy nut, is, well, then why did I create that? I believe that. I know that. I'm a creator God. I believe in the law of attraction. I absolutely believe in all of those things. Now, why did I create that? How did that happen to me? And what did I create it for? What did it lead to? If this bad thing had not happened, Akira, shh. If this bad thing had not happened, then this other wonderful thing never could have happened. And I encourage y'all to look at your lives through those eyes, because there are things that happened to me that I can look back and I know why all of them happened. I know how come I drew them to me. I know what wonderful things happened that wouldn't have happened unless a bad thing happened. So try to correlate them if you can. Try to find out in the bad moments, what did you learn? What kind of person did that make you? How did you interact with others after that? Whether it was good or bad. And it could have been bad, right? You could have become a really good bad person because of bad things happened to you. So that's an experience too. And it is a valid one. I wish that I could magically help y'all see through the vibratory perspective, because there is no good bad distinction. There is no human body or mind set between you and the vibrations when you're looking at just vibrational waves. So they're just waves. They're beautiful. All of them are beautiful. The experiences are beautiful and wonderful, whether you perceive them now in a human body as good or bad. From the higher perspective, they're all beautiful. And I was talking to somebody yesterday, I think it was. Boy, that went flying out of my head. Don't remember what I was going to say. Well, I guess I'll get back to it, or wasn't supposed to say it on this video. So, anyway, I wanted y'all to think about that and know about that a little bit, okay? All right. I'm out of here. It's a beautiful morning in Texas. Nice and cool for once. I love you all. Bye-bye.